Okay, we're recording. So this is Backpack Hero, which I'll explain here in a minute. Yeah, with regards to streaming, I mean, God, it's probably been like 4 months. Basically, I moved into this new house, and I've basically had the busiest real life ever, and I just haven't. I mean, the long story short is I haven't felt like streaming for a while because it's like essentially everything that could have gone wrong when I moved in did go wrong, both before and after. Like before the move, my car broke down like 2 days before the move, and then like within the first couple of days of moving in, like the HVAC system died. I had a bunch of other issues like the basement flooded. Just like just a ridiculous number of things went wrong, and more or less I've just been really busy. And streaming hasn't really felt like a priority, but the time really does get away from you, man. Like if you have a habit of doing something, not even necessarily every day, but even like once a week, if you just stop doing that and it stops being part of your routine, time will just kind of keep marching on, and then you'll realize, oh shit, four months passed. You know, but I do appreciate the fact. I mean, it's really cool that I can turn on a stream and you guys are, you see the alert and you still show up. So I do appreciate that. That does feel good. I don't know if I'm interesting enough to to warrant that, but you know what? I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm pretty well moved in now. I'm actually pretty excited about it because I want to start this garden, and I have enough land that it's finally possible for me to do that. Like, my dream has always been to be able to grow every single vegetable that I eat on my own property, and I've finally got the ability to do that. So a lot of the time that I've been spending has been spent kind of educating myself in the proper way to do that, which, you would think it's as simple as just like planting something and watering it, but you'd be surprised. There's a lot to that kind of thing. There's For example, I'm going to need a fence of some sort to keep out the wildlife, because otherwise I'm just going to be creating a feast for all the animals that are near me. Well, so am I going to get some good shit talk on the DCSS devs? Oh my god, yeah, that's why that's why I rigged the poll today in terms of which game I was going to play. DCSS technically won, but honestly, I'm probably never going to stream mainline again. And I am happy to stream a fork of some sort, but the misery that the mainline devs are heaping upon their players right now is, I mean, I know I always complain about it, constantly in every single stream where I play DCSS, and probably every stream where I don't play DCSS. But the bottom line is, like, it's actually worse than it's ever been. In particular, it's kind of funny. Streaking, like win streaking, is probably easier than it's ever been, while paradoxically the game is less fun than it's ever been. The most obvious thing, Gridgem, is, and it's really just one thing. I mean, it's not one thing, it's about 100 things, but the biggest thing is they took out random energy, which fundamentally breaks the game in a way that makes it not fun to play. It doesn't make it impossible to win by any means. I mean, it's very winnable. In fact, it's more winnable than ever now that they've added extra resources to pretty much all the classes. I mean, like 3 different games still. Can I do it on forks in GMAT? And feel free to DM me. I've lost my old list of things that I was supposed to do, and I'm happy to give you whatever you want in terms of that, because I do remember you spent channel points on that kind of thing. I just I insist you let me play it on a fork, that's all. One easy is you had unlimited ammo. Player doesn't have unlimited ammo, do they? You're saying that because somebody got your streak, you have to take it back, or else you're the number 2 racist gamer. Yeah, that's another thing. Somebody did take my streak, 66 wins. I believe it was a Korean player, a guy named Acrobat, and good on him. My streak is still active at 65, and I could go play mainline, but I kind of see that as the same as, like, I could go take my dick out and shove it into the oven and just like slam the door repeatedly on it. I just don't want to do that. I think I've finally I don't want to call it an addiction because I don't think I was ever addicted to DCSS, but whatever that attraction to that game was has been broken by virtue of the dumb shit that the devs have done with it. I mean, I don't know, especially since with the extra resources in the early game, which I don't really disagree with as a change, but essentially, I don't think it's, how do I phrase this? It's not impossible to lose a game of DCSS just due to randomness, but it's more or less been taken out. So it's something I kind of always wanted to happen, but streaking is now kind of a foregone conclusion if you are really good. I'm not taking away from what Acrobat did, because I mean, honestly, I don't know how he kept sane throughout it, playing Trunk, because he did play Trunk through a lot of it. DCSS bros, how can this be officially suicide the streak? You think I should like start a run and then die on purpose? No, I'll leave it open, because here's the thing. On occasion, the DCSS devs will they will very, very rarely, and oftentimes after several years have passed, admit when they've done something really fucking dumb. In fact, the dev that's responsible for removing random energy previously implemented something called shadow traps, which everybody said was a dumb idea, and then they, that particular dev told everybody to go pound sand and called them racist for not liking his shadow traps idea. And then he put it into a version, and everybody hated it so much and gave so much bad feedback that even the very prideful devs had to admit it was a mistake and removed it in the next version. And then that dev vanished for a while after that, in shame, and now he's back doing stupid shit to the game again. So maybe that'll happen again, maybe not, I don't know. But if that happens, then maybe I will stream Mainline again, I don't know. I doubt it, but we will see. 3 Steam games? I thought, didn't you give me that wacky, I think it was a Korean card game? Oh no, there was at least one more. Alright, if you DM me the names of it, I'll get on that. A furry stream, goddammit, doesn't he? I seem to be losing connection every so often, just for a couple seconds. I think my, let me check this real fast. Test. Well, I can see my own stuff, and I saw Doesn't He talking, it just didn't seem to show up in the chat for me on the right. Anyway, I've been ranting about DCSS for too long. I will go ahead... I'll go ahead and play some of this. So this is called Backpack Hero. It's actually in the browser right now, although they're making it into a Steam version. I'm not really sure how to describe the game. It's, I guess you could say it's a roguelite. About to go watch Doctor Strange, so I have to go. Happy to see you. I love the stream and your hardcore viewers. Yeah, I mean, again, everybody who's showing up here after I didn't stream for 4 months, all you guys, and also anybody who's lurking. I don't want to call out any lurkers by name because some people don't like that. But, I mean, just anybody who's showing up after this gap, instantly, as soon as I start streaming, it feels really good. I mean, I do seriously appreciate it. Whether you're subbing or not, I mean, whatever. I do. Browser game, just like my favorite game, DCSS. Based, perhaps red-pilled, perhaps not. Looked very much like Slay the Spire, except instead of a shuffled deck, you have Diablo's inventory system. Kinda, yeah, like Diablo's inventory system with some wacky stuff going on. It is a deceptively simple, or maybe just simple, system that this game has going on, and I gotta tell you that something has hit a nerve, and I don't think it's just the fact that it's like got weird furry stuff in it, because the Kickstarter has made like $200,000, and I do kind of wonder, look, I'll be honest with you, I hate the fact that this game has a furry aesthetic to it, but I have to respect interesting mechanics when I find them. So despite the fact that we are a rat trying to discover ancient cheeses, I'm gonna stream this anyway. I'm armed with a magic backpack, so why don't I just show it a little bit. Very few make it back alive. Oh yeah, well I will, unless I screw up. So the UI here I think is great. It's cute, you know, it's got these cute little things on it, but basically these rooms, you can click these rooms. So there's something in this room, right? So every single game, at least in this, I guess you could call it a beta, or maybe an alpha, I don't know what exactly they're planning on adding to this. Supposedly they're going to quadruple the content when they finally get the Steam version out. We'll see if that's true. I mean, game devs make those kind of promises all the time. Anyway, click me. So you click the chest, it kind of teaches you exactly how to play. Every single time you start, you go through the same tutorial. So you drag stuff in here, but surprise, if you right-click your mouse, you can put stuff into your little backpack. So I hover over, it's got nice clean tooltips. One of the things I kind of really was impressed by with this game, and it's really basic stuff to be impressed by, just how clean everything looks. Okay, and Gmat I received, I'll check it. I'll check that out after the stream. Thank you, by the way. Yeah, so like, just the UI is clean. I think the audio is clean. I have a friend who hates the sound effects, but I think those are pretty clean too. By clean, really all I mean is that somebody gave a shit, and I know that's kind of like a crass way to put it, but it's hard to think of it any other way. I mean, you see a lot of these indie games where it's clear that they're just kind of mailing it in, you know, and just, okay, I'm just making a game, and they don't think through some aspect, or usually several aspects of the game, and it's clear that there was like one thing about the development that they cared about, but, hey Maro, what's up, man? Basically they didn't see the thing through. And you even see this with relatively popular games, like, I like to give Kenshi as an example, where they just at some point decided they were going to not finish the game, and then they sold it, and you thought you were getting a game, and instead you were getting like a half-built sandbox. Not to say that Kenshi's not fun, but it's clear that there's some stuff missing. Anyway, so you hover over, you get a tooltip. Okay, so my sword on use deals 7 damage, shield on use adds 7 block, meal, 2 uses adds 2 energy. So you can get a feel for the mechanics kind of already. Okay, so my little rat girl is done looking through her inventory, so we'll just click the map again, and I can click anywhere, but I click the enemy, and then we go straight into the second part of the tutorial, which is just the fight, and it tells you what you can do. So we can just click these things, right? And it's just like Slay the Spire. They definitely cribbed from that in terms of this is what the enemy's going to do. So Doesn't He is definitely right that there are Slay the Spire aspects to this. And yeah, in Gmat I agree. Inventory is, well, I tell you, they have to have done it right, because otherwise they wouldn't have a game. Like, this is basically the entire game, but we will see how that goes. So I'm just going to use my sword 3 times because I know he's going to block for 12, right? Man, I keep losing connection. I hope it's not. Okay, that's still working. Never mind. Have I ever played Dicey Dungeon? I have not. Okay, so a couple things. I attacked 3 times. I got 3 energy per turn. This costs 1 energy. You can see that in the top right. Now we know he's going to attack for 7, so I can... what's interesting is if I wanted to reorganize my inventory, which costs 3 energy, sometimes you can randomly claim an item. I don't really care about this poison potion, so I'm just going to block, and I'm going to attack through his shields. If I hadn't done that, those shields would have fallen off at the end of the turn. He hits me, I block, okay, fine, and he gets taken down. Now, if I kind of dragged that fight out, he would just keep building up damage forever, turn by turn. So I've won the fight. I've gotten some experience. I've leveled up, and here's kind of the interesting thing: you expand your backpack. I'm telling you, I want to make a parody clone of this game with all the furry shit stripped out. I want to call it. Okay, I'm going to give you guys my idea. Don't steal it. I want to call it Trunk Champ. And it's got the Chad Thundercock looking guy, you know, like the Alpha Chad meme dude, running around with a giant trunk. He doesn't have a backpack, he has a trunk. You know, like a big, like you keep like an instrument in. And the more shit that's in your trunk, the more damage it does as you slam it into the enemy. Or you can use the stuff in the trunk. And I don't know what the enemies will be, but something that makes me frown a little bit less. Anyway, okay, so when you win a fight, you can take up to 3 of the items in the bottom here, and if you get any of these things, like this is just gold, you can just take those. Dwarf Fortress shenanigans. Mana Stone. We don't have any, like, these are useless unless you have wands, which we don't have. This is a really good weapon from what I've seen. Double halberd. So I might just throw this out. I can switch this thing. I can rotate it, you know, so fit it in there. This does 4 damage to all enemies, but if there's any adjacent weapons, then it gets -3. I see a lucky ring. This is really good to find early. Every time combat ends, I get luck added. Did it blur it? Oh, it does. That's a cool effect. That's actually, huh. You know, for something in a browser game, that's kind of impressive. I like that too. I didn't even see. It's good catch, Tony. Also, hello, Tony. I don't know if I said hi to you. Dwarf Fortress is coming to Steam. Oh no. I can proceed to be terrible at learning how to play that game again. In Malcolm's game, you can put the waifus you collect into the trunk along with the corpses of your enemies. Trunk max strategy. That's, you know, that's actually a pretty cool idea. You could become like a trunk necromancer, and as you do more evil things, your Chad Thundercock-looking man, like pieces of his flesh fall off, and he becomes like Chad Thunderlich. You know what I mean? So don't put corpses in your trunk unless you're evil. Oh, Jesus, I knew this was going to happen. Let me just, hold on a second. Okay. Anyway, Sound Sense. I haven't heard of that. So... Wait, doesn't he? Do you have mod? I'm gonna give you... Let me just give you mod if I haven't given it to you. This is VIP. Mod, doesn't he? Here we go. Doesn't he? You're now in charge. You have the power to ban everyone. Everyone in the universe. Just don't do that. Anyway, yeah, so this looks like crap, but if you played the game a few times, you'll see that there's other items that interact with it that make it do really cool things. I almost want to take it just as like a preemptive in case I find that stuff, but like, whoops, can't take more items. So we're going to leave this stuff behind. We're going to take the key, we're going to take the lucky ring. I'm not clear on whether or not the luck thing stays with you forever or if it's just for that combat. But basically that gives you better items when you get this this loot. So we'll finish choosing. Take the stairs. Click me. So one of the interesting things about this game is, you know, I can see a lot of promise in it. Like these little empty rooms. Maybe there could be some kind of punishment or benefit from running around in the empty rooms. Right now it doesn't do anything. There's just a lot of little mechanics that could be added to this, which could be interesting. If I hover over stuff, it'll tell me what it is. So here's a chest of valuables. That's just going to give me loot. Something I tend towards doing is I kind of want to, at least until my backpack is totally as big as it can be, I kind of like to fight things first, because the more experience I get, the, you know, the more I can expand my inventory, and then I have more space to grab stuff from the chest. Because if I go to the chest, it doesn't take a key or anything to open. You can just open it and you can take as many items from it as you want. So I'm just gonna like eat all my food here and just kind of spam this this slime down. So he's gonna do 9 damage to me. There's no real reason for me to attack again, but at the same time, I mean, I don't saving energy doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't like persist across rounds. If I was the people who made this game, I would probably take some inspiration from the relics and Slay the Spire, because since the mechanics are so similar, you really could copy some of them. Like, what's that one item, the snow cone or whatever, that you could use to make energy kind of persist across rounds? I mean, that's kind of... I guess it's a little bit hacky to do that, but, you know, you can only make a Slay the Spire-esque game in so many ways. Ice cream, I was close. What did I say, snow cone? Oh, here's an arrow. Well, yeah, whatever. I could have reorganized and taken that. I probably should have, but that's okay. Okay, so we get our extra spaces here. Okay, heart ring adds 5 max HP. I don't really care about that. There's another cleaver. Here's a berserker's club. This ironically costs only 0 energy, but every time I use it, it hurts me, and it becomes less powerful. And well, it becomes less powerful against the enemy and more powerful against me. I don't really want to use this. This is a very good item. So there are some mechanics in here that go beyond the basics. They've definitely created a, what do they call it, MVP, minimum viability product. They've done that and then some with this, which I have to respect. A lot of people make a Kickstarter and the game is not even remotely playable yet, really, which really I think is a bad idea. These guys have done basically everything right, except for the aesthetic, which I hate. But they've done almost everything right. So what I'm trying to say is, like, this doesn't just give armor every turn; it gives spikes, which I'm sure that you can guess what that does. It's just a Thorn Zara, and that kind of collects every single turn. It goes down by 1, but if you're adding 2 every turn, obviously that builds up, you know, forever. Okay, I'm gonna get this dagger, I think, and maybe this potion that does 12 damage to everything. This dagger only takes 1 energy to use, but I can only use it once per turn. It deals 8 damage, which is a lot more than the halberd. It also adds 2 poison, which, if you've played Slay the Spire, it's the exact same mechanic. We've got a decent build coming together here. I don't want to see this healer yet. I'll explain why in a minute. Let's go take this enemy. Okay. Okay, so he is going to do a little question mark here. It tells you if you hover over it, it says, we'll add Curse of Honey to the inventory. Man, did I reconnect again? I'm just making sure that we're still connected here. Yeah, we are. Curse of Honey. So I don't want to curse, and I'm not going to let it happen just to show you guys because, well, you'll see it eventually, I'm sure. Let's see. I know that this guy is cowardly. He will flee if I kill the bee. I actually don't want to do that on account of the fact that I'd rather get the experience out of him. So we're gonna hit him with the dagger. The sticky honey's gonna muck us up. Yeah. I am gonna do a little bit of damage with that thing just to speed this up. Actually, that was a mistake. Shit. Yeah, I can't do damage to him without killing the bee now. Let me think about this. 4, 8, and then another 8, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, we can do this. Hold on. I'll just block and then we'll deal with this next turn. Okay, so the thing about curses in this game is I can either add it to my inventory, or I can skip the curse and take a certain amount of damage, which seems to go up for each curse that you say that to. So we're just going to take the curse, and as you can see, he's in my inventory. I have to pay an energy to remove him, and I get 2 slow to myself every turn that he's in my inventory, which reduces my armor by 2 when I block. So we're gonna do this, okay, and we're gonna doot. We kill both of them, we get all the experience. And I can't take this out. It has to be removed during combat. Okay. So if I add another spiked helmet, helmets to the right get -1 block. So this helmet is not going to get any block now. However, I do still get 2 spikes per turn from each of them. So now I'm getting 4 spikes per turn. You can see how that might add up. And as you can see, there's a lot of interesting things going on here because maybe you're starting to see how positioning in the inventory can really affect things. It's a really simple idea, but I think it goes a long way. Because not only does this want to be as far up as possible, if you're trying to stack helmets, you want it to be as far to the right as possible, because everything else will be, or as far to the left as possible, because the one you care about the most, I guess, because it's going to be reducing the block for the ones to the right of it. Okay, this doesn't do anything by itself. This adds block, but I don't have any energy for it. This just adds spikes every turn, but I don't care about that. I think I would like this. So check this out. This thing just adds +1 damage to all connected weapons. So, kind of neat. Yep, kind of neat. So we're getting energy, or we're getting damage added to both the dagger. You can see this does 9 damage now. Can you have a space between the helmets? Oh yeah. But the thing is, this is still considered to be to the right. And this is something I really like about the UI. If I hover over this, it tells me what it's affecting. See the little dashed kind of line there? How far these inventory shenanigans go? Not as far as you might think. but it goes pretty far, and I think that you're going to see a lot more of it as the game progresses. Can you put them in a vertical line? I could do that, but if I did that, if you look at the bottom of the tooltip here, it says when there is a space above this, the item gets -2 spikes in 1 block, so the thing would be entirely useless if I put it anywhere but the top row. When it says space above this, it means any space at all, whether it's empty or full. Amalgam stream, those don't exist anymore. What's up, Alf? Welcome, buddy. They do exist, it's back. Yeah, so if I could just do that real fast, and you'll notice it says add 0 spikes, add 0 blocks, so we really don't want that there. Okay, we're good. Are there any doors? There are no doors. Okay, I'm gonna go to the healer now. So I can pay to be healed, I can pay to have curses removed, which I'm not actually going to do. I'm going to pay 8 gold and have my HP added. My max HP increased, rather. You are stronger now than before. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go fight this enemy. Okay. Okay. So, problem is that I'm not blocking very much because of this slow, right? So I really need to get rid of this honey. And I think I'm just gonna take... Good night, don't let the DCSS devs bite. Sure thing, man. I think I'm gonna use this Curse of Honey and I'll just take a little bit of damage. It's not that big of a deal. Take 5 damage. I'm still at my previous maximum. Okay, and I'll just block twice. This is fine. So now the slow has gone away and I'm like super spiked up. So even though I'm spending basically all my energy, well not basically, I'm spending all my energy blocking, look at how much damage I'm still doing to them. Boom, boom. Spiked helmets are OP as hell. It's outrageous. I mean, there are some things that counter them, but they add up quick. That's true, Elf. To the third loop? I don't know about the third loop. I guess you could just play totally defensive and it might work, but you start getting dabbed on if you are dealing with guys that can do curse. Okay, I'm just gonna defend 3 times. Ah, shit. He ran away because the guy died in combat, so I didn't get the experience out of that. That's not that big a deal. It's just kind of annoying. Hey, look. It's spiked helmet number 3. I think I can cheese this a little bit for the time being because I have cleverly left a space. I'm going to pretend I did this on purpose. I have cleverly left a space above the spiked helmet, so technically this is not being affected by either of these guys, even though it's to the right. So I'm getting the block out of this, even though I really shouldn't. And it's still at the top of its respective row because I haven't added this yet from leveling up. Totally intended, guys. Not a happy accident. Oh, Alf, I see, I see. Did you have the item that blows up curses, perhaps? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of my key as much as I'd like to keep it, because I'd like to... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna be using this forever. We'll just get rid of the dagger. It's useful to have, but I don't really need it. This brick wall is cool, but I haven't really successfully made a structure deck yet. I'm calling it a deck, even though this is not a card game, because let's be honest, the mechanics are very similar. Club is cool as a replacement for the sword, but we don't need it. Hatchet is cool if you don't have any armor, but if you do, it only does 1 damage. Notice it takes 0 energy. +1. Yeah, the +1 damage is nice for the dagger, but it's the electric stone is still affecting the halberd, so I think we're gonna try to turn this into like a mega halberd type run. Okay, let's open up our chests. We may have to leave a lot of stuff behind, but whatever. Okay, we've got a second halberd. No real reason to take that for the time being. Switch out here. This flower does some things I don't care about. Alright, I have to leave everything behind. This game will instill you with a strong a sense of loss as you play it, because you'll be leaving things you want behind all the time. Needler deals 7 damage, adds 2 poison damage to the enemy. Item gets -1 damage to the enemy this turn. Yeah, Meru, it's interesting. Okay, oh, we can get rid of this. We found a shield that is strictly better. It's smaller, costs the same amount of energy to use. adds 8 block instead of 7. So now we have more space. So this thing has a weird shape to it at 3, you know, 3 spaces. I don't think I'm going to use it as cool as it might be to have. It's just going to nerf my halberd. I could wear this tunic, which I could give, if I wanted to, I could give an extra block to every single one of these helmets. Or I could take the shiv. I could put it like this and have an extra attack that does damage and doesn't cost any energy. I kind of want to do this, but I don't think there's... Yeah, I'd have to get rid of... Well, no, I could get rid of this. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So forget the shiv. We've got, like, super armor now. Connecting to chat. What is going on with my internet? It's weird because it seems like my stream's not cutting out, but I keep reconnecting to the Twitch chat, so... Yeah, I can't type into the Twitch chat. That's so weird. Rotating objects sold? Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. But, I mean, whatever. I can still see what you guys are saying, so... Early in the stream you get a lot of reconnects, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I mean, this is new internet from where I was streaming before. Anyhow, I think this is a pretty good setup here. Do I need mushroom, Mr. Ostrom said. What mushroom? Are you talking about the cave fish here? I mean, I'd like to be able to heal with it. If you put shield undershirt, do you get a bonus? For some of the armors, yes, not for this one. It'll tell you which ones. So it says this one only gives +1 block to helmets, gloves, and footwears. So no shield. So I could put this here, but if you see, the ones it's affecting are the ones with the little lines around it. That is a good catch, though, because you're actually right with regards to some. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the key. I'm sure I'll find more keys. So this is fine. I just really want this so I can heal myself. Okay, we have like a great setup going into the first part of the game. Really, really good. Okay, we got some more room types here. This is like an event, just like Slay the Spire. These are shops. You can sell things to them. I'm going to open up a path to the shop because I actually can't go past these enemies, you know, without fighting them. Let's use the cave fish. I now have regen, so I'll get some of my HP back. I'm going to use the shield once. They're going to do 19 damage to me. Just because I don't feel like taking any damage, I'll shield again. I'll do this. I'm going to get my curse. Removes 2 HP. I'll just take it. It's fine. It'll disappear at the end of the combat, so... I'll lose some HP every turn, but I've got that regen to counter that a bit. Oh man, that damage is a little out of control. But my spikes are getting really good too. So I'll just try to take no damage. This is going to be another curse though, so I'm going to have to take damage from that. I have nowhere in my inventory to put it. I could throw away one of my items, but you know what? I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to take 3 damage. Okay, so check this out. Boom, boom, goodbye, the little red guy. I could use the Curse of Slime to make it go away. Probably better if I block more damage, right? And that thing disappeared because that's just how that curse works. And we get more space. So, ironically... in case I find another hat, I almost want to make this weird little space here. And then just kind of... I'll just expand down this way, and then I could put the shield over here if I find a better armor, right? Get items. I don't really need the Mana Stone. This is a Vampire Blade. It doesn't do a lot of damage. Get 2 more space for another helmet. Well, if I put a helmet here, it's technically at the top of its row. So I would love to put that there if I find one. Oh, these water flasks are really good. This gives you an energy if you use it, and you can use it 4 times. Okay, I really want this Vampire Blade. Because I can regen HP with it. I probably won't keep it long term or anything. Okay, this way I'm affecting both without having this be next to the halberd, which would make it do less damage, right? Yeah, that's not bad. Although, remember, vampirism and damage are apparently two different things in this game, so I don't think this is stealing 3 HP. I think it's only stealing 2 and then doing 1 damage on top of that. What do I want to do here? I would like to be able to collect this water as well. Maybe I can... There we go. That's not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Finish choosing. And again, I'm not going to take the Mana Stone because, I don't care. Okay, do I want to go to the shop? I don't really have much in the way of gold. Once you go to the shop, it disappears. So, you don't really want to do that. Music feels RuneScape. Yeah, I like the music. I think, you know, I like it. Lifesteal almost always gets out of control. Yeah, fair enough, doesn't he? I feel like you could come up with some clever ways to make that not happen, though. Like, getting a certain amount of lifesteal has diminishing returns. I don't know, something like that. Alright, this time I think I'm actually going to suck down all my water. I'd rather not get cursed if possible. I'd really like to buff up this halberd more if I can. I don't think this is going to happen for me. If I just keep attacking, I'll kill both of these things, which is cool. But I'm gonna get cursed, and I will take damage from it. Well, nothing I could do about that, really. And then he's gonna... Oh, no. Will he die? I actually don't know how this works. See, it does 15 damage, and it does a curse. I'm not sure if he dies from the... Yep, okay, cool. So I don't get cursed. Did not know that one. Okay, we got a legendary fish sword. Well, I have space for the curse, but that particular curse that he puts on me does 2 damage to me every turn, so even though I had space for it, I prefer not to put it in my inventory. I don't want the poison ivy. The dragonfly is kind of cool, actually. This will give me a little more damage on my halberd for the first turn. The hilt is actually a decent item, Tony. It costs 0 energy to use, but you get 3 uses out of it. And it does 8 damage each time, so you can really pound out some damage super quick. This fish sword is really rare. It deals 6 damage, and for every adjacent or diagonal fish, it gets +2 damage. There are items, I think, that like, kind of poop fishes out. But I think I'll probably... As much as I'd like to be able to heal, I think I'm going to take this thing. I'll just show you guys what I'm going to do. Hold up. Rare, rare common, not uncommon. Okay, so I'm taking this stuff. I'm going to the shop. The rarity of items is what determines how much they cost. So I'm going to click this this guy. We're going to sell this thing, and you'll see the gold kind of fly into my inventory. And it's a lot, because I just sold a legendary item. There's some boots here. I could get... a lot of extra armor. There is a Knight's Shield, which makes adjacent and diagonal armor get +1 block, so I could do a lot of interesting things with that. Key sword is cool if you get enough keys, but I don't think I'm going to fool with that. This red hoodie is neat. All hail the Lutefisk. The red hoodie is neat, but I don't think I'm going to use that either. It's kind of a headache to use. You have to purposefully take damage, then you get max HP from it every time, every other combat. Adjacent weapons get +1 damage. Ooh, on sale. You know what? I think we're going to get rid of the tunic. We're going to do this. We're going to end up with way more armor, because this gives +1 per. This gives +2 per. It has a base block that's 3 less than the tunic, but it doesn't matter, man. That's a lot of block. That's like a lot of block. I could even get some boots, and it'll add 2 to that as well. I almost want to take this away. I'll get 1 less block out of the Knight's Shield, but way more if I can... I do want to get the shoes. I'm just kind of... Because, like, together with the bronze breastplate, it's going to do a lot. But I want to get this Knight's Shield and try to use it with all of this. Adjacent and diagonal armor gets +1 block. almost don't think it's worth it. I'm not sure how I can arrange this. This is where my Giga Brain fails, perhaps. I know I could put this here. I could do this. I could move like this. We can get a little value out of it that way. Oh, this dragonfly will move forward on the first turn, and it'll add 5 damage to the halberd, by the way. That's why he's sitting there. I think this is about as good as it's gonna get. I'm affecting everything with the breastplate, and this is only affecting 3 things, but that's still quite a lot. Could move the halberd to the bottom horizontal. No, we can't do that. We could, but the leather boots, I'll let you read the tooltip. The leather boots want to be on the bottom row. For every space above it, it gets +1 block, so it's getting a significant amount of block just from being on the bottom row. If I were to put this on the bottom row, I would be screwing up the boots to at least some degree. I mean, technically I could turn the boots sideways and put them somewhere, but I think my instinct is this is about as good as it's gonna get. I mean, this is pretty good. This is actually a pretty amazing setup for where I'm at in the game. Hold on, is that a door? That's a door. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a key to replace the key I threw away. And we're just gonna walk right up to the door and unlock it. I mean, this is like a really good build so far. Let's just keep taking out enemies. I'm gonna go for these guys because there's nothing that can curse me here. Maybe if I had another space on the lower left, yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, so as you'll see, the dragonfly moved up and turned to the right. He'll be kind of useless to me for the rest of the fight, but for this turn, I have +5 damage to the halberd, so I can do like 33 damage to all these guys, which unfortunately is not enough. 6, 12, 18. The thing is that my base armor now is like 18, which is exactly as much as it needs to be to block all of these, thanks to this massive combo that I've set up here. So I can just do this, boom, 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 and suffer no consequences for having done it. I don't want this poison potion, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, there we go. Right? Super safe. Okay. I guess I could move everything down. Like, I could pop this here and get one more thing there. No, I don't really want to do that. Unless I move everything down like this, but then I would have to have... yuck. This game seems friendly. Yeah, I mean, I'm making it look a little easier than it is, but the game is... It's not terribly challenging. You'll very, very quickly get the hang of it. Twitch is getting weird with its ads. What kind of ads you got there, Desert? I'm just gonna do this weird thing and we'll fool with it later. I don't usually build my backpack like this, but they all end up looking the same in the end. Banner ad that transformed into a full ad? Wow. Okay. This damage knife is a hilarious combo with the dragonfly. It's going to go up, and I'm going to immediately on the first turn be able to do, let's see, 5 plus 8 is 13 times 3 damage immediately at the start of the fight if I want to. Whoops. Don't want to throw that away. That's very important. Okay, I think we'll do it this way. In fact, it'd make more sense if I put the electric stone here, because then I get one more. We're gonna crush the first boss, just brutally. Okay, there he goes. So as you can see, 14 damage on each one. 11, 22... Yeah, so I could do that, and I can just, I don't have to even use my acidic potion, actually. I can just end the turn, and he dies on the spines, or the thorns, or spikes, I guess is what they're called. Okay. 12 damage. We'll use the cool drink. This gives me an energy and then turns into a cup that I can throw at people. Bows are kind of cool, but it looks like we're not going to be using them this run, so we can ignore those. 4 slow, 4 weak. I have to reset this dragonfly every time I do a combat. It's the only annoying thing about it. I think I'm going to probably leave this the way it is. Okay. Okay, let's see what the event is. Uh-oh. It's a guessing game. Memory matching. What is this? Dueling sword? Eh. Okay, so there's curses in this, so I have to make sure I don't double up on the curses. That could have been bad luck there. Naughty Badger, thank you for the sub. You are late, sir. But not that late.
Am I late?
Okay, so I know where the Jagged Blade is now. I could just grab that if I wanted to by matching them. But frankly, I think this item sucks for a legendary compared to the Halberd, which does damage to everything every single time. This does 9 damage, but it only deals 8 damage to, to stuff if it kills something. So that's kind of trash comparatively. In fact, I don't want any of this stuff. I don't remember what this is. What is it? I shouldn't have picked it again. I should have hovered over it. Okay, sure. This would be an interesting item for like a shield run. When a weapon gets used, it's destroyed, adds 1 energy. I mean, this is goofy. As cool as it would be to have 1 energy for 1 turn, I don't think... Well, actually, no, I will keep this. I will keep it because I'm going into the shops, where I can sell this legendary item for cold hard cash. Yes, sir, Desert. Teddy bear sword. For each adjacent accessory, gets +2 damage. Paladin sword. Yeah, none of this is terribly interesting. Let's just keep it moving. Wait. Go to the chest first. Common. Okay. We have a key? No keys. Well, there's a glove. This is a left gauntlet. For each space to the right, it gets +1 block. And it's heavy, so it will fall to the bottom of your inventory, throwing everything else out if you do it, if you get it. I don't really need more armor right now, and unfortunately if I stick it all the way over here, well, first of all, I can't afford it, but if I stick it all the way over there, it won't be affected by the bronze breastplate, which it wouldn't anyway because bronze breastplate doesn't affect gauntlets. However, it would add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 block per turn, which is not a small number. I suppose that I could just sell the cool drink and buy this for all my golderinos. You know what, I think I will, but that might not be staying in my inventory for long. We will see. I truly wish it was a right gauntlet, because then we could at least stick it next to the knight's shield and get an extra block out of it, you know? But that's not bad. Okay, so I can go to this door, but surprise, nothing to unlock it. So we're cucked out of this chest. But that's okay. Crypt Finale. So this is the, right now there are 3 sections to each run. This is the end of the first section. We've got a boss, which, I mean, there's a surprising amount of content for a game that's only just gotten started. There's 3 bosses. This is, well, there's actually multiple bosses that are possible for this particular, I guess I'll call it a branch. We happen to have rolled the Rude Rooster, so every time he takes damage, he gets 1 rage, which increases the amount of damage he does. So it is best if we just kind of rush him down. But the thing is, I've got so much armor that we can just kind of brutally stomp his ass into the dirt. I mean, I've got 24 armor per turn, so I can just kind of recklessly keep attacking him, and he's just gonna... I mean, technically the smart thing to do would have been for me to just block a bunch and let my spikes grow, but I can't really take damage from him, so Am I running the cheat engine luck loot table hack, the one that gives... The one that makes it so you basically always have 5 luck rings? Not saying you would need to cheat to win, but felt it needs to be asked. I mean, I only have 1 lucky ring, so... That literally can't be possible unless you get them later on. I mean, I will say this, I've gotten very... Have I gotten very lucky? I guess I've gotten fairly lucky in terms of the build early on, but I don't... This doesn't seem terribly lucky. I think probably the luckiest thing I found has been this dragonfly. It just helps a lot early game. All weapons get this effect applied. When an adjacent item is present, this item gets disabled. All weapons get 100% bonus damage. Well, that's goofy. If I don't really want to have the halberd gain double damage, but then it can't be next to anything. It modifies the luck modifier to be a base of 5. Oh! Oh, I see. So it's like you have 5 luck rings. No, I'm not cheating. I didn't know that existed, and I think that if you look at like the rarity of the items I've gotten, these are all common. So, I mean, I'm running literally all common items except for the stone and the dragonfly, and I guess the gauntlet. So, no, there's really no reason to cheat in this game. It's once you know what you're doing, it's fairly easy. All weapons get this effect applied. For each adjacent or diagonal consumable, this item gets +1 damage. Okay, but I guess I should explain. These are relics. You get one every time you beat a boss, and I've been offered basically all the ones I didn't want. If I get this barbell, that'd be sweet for damage, but it's just a real bad idea because it makes me have to essentially empty out my inventory just to get double damage on the halberd, which is goofy. Barbell is good with some items, but not with the thing that I'm doing. Sandwich gives me 200% bonus healing on consumables. I have no source of consumables other than randomly picking some up. I guess I'm going to take the spicy ginger and I'll probably sell it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly how much relics sell for, but whatever. The ginger may be useful. Chest of valuables. No key, unfortunately. Okay, so like, I can do this and get +1 from liquid armor by putting that there. Probably not just yet though. Like, I'll just leave the space for the dragonfly and then we'll level up and have more space, you know. So there's a path here out of this this area, and if you happen to have a key when you come in here, which I do not, you can go. I don't know exactly how this works. I think you end up in like a different branch or something, but we're going here instead. Oh my god, it's the bat. He does 23 vampiric damage. I don't know if that takes HP off of armor, but we're going to find out. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think it did. This poison is going to completely bypass my armor, which is really unpleasant, but there's nothing I can do about it, so we just keep attacking. Yeah, so we're taking a lot of damage now. So you'll notice that if you try to just kind of stick to the same strategy, you're going to run into some trouble. Like I'm kind of hemorrhaging HP now. Okay, level up. Doot. Yeah, notice how this thing falls. Can put the helmet there, that's cool. Lucky Dagger on kill, non-summon adds great luck. This is neat, but it only does 2 damage. I mean, actually killing things with it is a headache. I don't know if I really want to bother with it. Are there any doors? There are doors. I guess I'll take a key then. Yeah. Yeah, this would be neat, but I don't want it. I definitely do want the regen, though. So we'll, I probably want to attack before... Wait, what are these? Are these new? I don't know what these do. There's some kind of curse. I think these are new since the last time I played. They are still adding to the game, as well you would hope they would be, considering. Okay, well, I'm going to block all of this, so let's attack first, because if I use the consumable, I would lose the effect from the ginger, right? Okay, what is this? Curse of Poison Weapons. Adjacent and diagonal weapons get plus on poison to self. So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Stop that. When combat ends, this item gets destroyed. So, if I just put this here, it does nothing to me. Unfortunately, I can't like rearrange the rest of my stuff, you know what I mean? So I do have to throw something away, but that's okay. That's okay. Notice my dragonfly turned around, so he'll move down next turn. Unfortunately, he didn't buff up my halberd, but that's okay, because we could just boom, 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 and kill the guy who otherwise would be cursing me. Too bad I didn't regenerate as much as I otherwise could have. You know what? We're going to put the dragonfly here. He'll move to the right. Oh, wow, that's a cool... Yeah, so this Earthstone Blade, you can get this thing to incredible damage. This would have been... If I had known I was going to find this, I might have taken the barbell because... well, no, maybe not. Because there's no way to put it on the top of the inventory. Basically, you want to figure out a way to get this to the top of the inventory, and then it does 5 damage, or 3 damage for each space below it, which adds up pretty quickly. Technically, I could use the left gauntlet, I guess. Let's just take a look and see what damage it would get to. I'm probably not going to do this, but... Yeah, so that does 12 damage just from being this high up. So you can imagine how much damage it gets if you manage to get it higher. But the thing is that if I put it like here, yeah, it falls. Sort of put this on top of your bricks. Yeah, people use bricks, people use... I guess they use just about any heavy item. It works. But not really for what we're doing today. When a weapon kills an enemy, add 3 haste to self. That's a handy item to have, but I don't think we're going to use it. I honestly think I'm just going to grab... the game doesn't seem to want to give me healing items, so we're just going to grab the meal and hope to just tear everything up so quickly that, that it's no big deal, you know? And just because I'm a little bit OCD, we're going to put this back the way it was. Kind of this configuration. Is there a shop I can get to? Mana? Oh, this thing? Yeah, the mana is for if you have wands, which I do not have. Your internet cut out and you thought it was the stream. As far as I know, the stream hasn't cut out at all. My chat keeps cutting out, but it's still showing up on the stream thing, so it's not really bothering me. Yeah, I can't make it to a shop because there isn't one on this floor, so no reason to pick anything up to try to sell it. I will go ahead and empty out my inventory a bit by unlocking this. Crossbowman, red slime. You know what? I want to open up a chest and hopefully find something that'll heal me. Oh, that's a really good item. Electric arrow gets damage for every connected mana stone, and it floats, which means it flies to the top. It's the opposite of heavy. Not really helpful for this particular build, but could have been cool. Just get another spiked helmet, I guess. Download internet faster, friends. Yes, yes, yes. No, it seems like we've had not that many bad technical difficulties tonight, so it's nice for the return stream, you know? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... I'll take the enemies. It should be okay. Crossbowman. Ooh, each turn adds 1 dodge to the enemy. Yeah, so basically, this is ethereal or whatever from Slay the Spire. Just makes me do no damage. Let's go ahead and suck down both these meals. Can I not shuffle the helm to the right? Which one are you talking about? What are you wanting me to do exactly? This guy? Oh, I could just, like, kill this. Okay, cool. Oh, hell yeah, give me that. Regen potion. The new one, I think I could have, you think I could have arranged it better. What would you, why would I, it doesn't get any benefit from being more to the right. Helmets to the right get -1 block, right? So it's, no matter what I do, it's affecting both of these. Oh, I see what you mean. You want it to be affected by the bronze breastplate. I get it. Okay, technically I can do that. I could do this. No, the armor does diagonals. Although, you are correct in thinking that adjacent and diagonal are two different things, because some things do only affect adjacent, not diagonals. But yeah, I can do this. I am missing out on being able to put the potion or whatever consumable next to the halberd to get extra damage from the spicy ginger if I do that. Although I guess I could just put it here, and diagonal does count for that, so yeah, problem solved. Okay, okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Armadillo, crossbowman, enemies here, bat. I'm gonna save the bat for when I have some kind of energy item. Move gold left so Dragonfly has 1 more space to fly. I could. Yeah, I could do that. But it doesn't really want to go straight, so that it doesn't really happen that way. Like, it'll go forward, and then as you can see, it turns to the right, even though it can't go to the right. So it'll be many, many turns before it really does anything. You have the Dragonfly to face right and added one of those potions. Yes, you're right, I could have done that. I'm not being optimal. Ah! I'm gonna go ahead and use this. We're gonna get some healing. The game is surprisingly forgiving, so I shouldn't get punished too hard for doing those things. 25, I already have enough armor. I do not need the empty cup to throw at him. Hello. Hello. So I've always found this item kind of interesting. The whetstone seems like it would be best in a build where you're somehow triggering multiple weapons at the same time. Yeah, feel free to backseat, that's fine. Weapons get, in this row or column, get 3 damage this combat. So like, I could just like click this a few times in fights where, for whatever reason, I just need more power, you know. I don't see any doors, so I'm not going to take the key. More spikes, easy. Yeah, I mean, I am spamming spiked helmets a lot. It's not going to just win me the game by itself, but it's going to do some cool stuff, I'll admit. Another helmet well met. Based. But yeah, I'm going to take the whetstone for now. I don't know how much I'm going to use it. We'll see. Okay, so I want to use the halberd this turn because the dragonfly, you know. Do I want to just take the 2 damage? I think I almost want to just take the 2 damage to make him die faster, because I know I'm gonna eat poison, so it's best if I get use out of the dragonfly turn, you know. It is scaling, but it's scaling in the place of damage, you know. Like if I do this 3 times, I'm missing out on 6, 12, 18 damage this turn, you know, in order to get 3, 6, 9 damage the next turn. So after 2 turns, I've broken even after doing it. Weapon buffs like that are best if they use mana. Yeah, I agree. I mean, what you want is the golden whetstone, which permanently increases your damage. Okay, now I do 32 damage. So if I just block, or 34 damage, excuse me, if I just block, he will die. This rocket's a funny item. Basically, you want to clear out all the space in front of it, you use it, and it like shoots forward in your inventory and does more damage based on how far it went, and then it blows up. If there's long fights, breaking even in 2 turns is good. Yes, it is. So if you do build a very defensive type build, you can make some stuff happen for sure. Whoops. Not the bubble, not the boobly. God, I almost want to get rid of the whetstone, but I know I probably shouldn't. I also almost want to get rid of the lucky ring, but I've only got the one, and it's really helpful to have, so I'd really rather not. There's a lot of things here that I want, and I just don't have the space for. I'm taking the boobly because, I'm taking the bubble because it's got regen, and I just need some healing. Just like a handy thing to have. Yeah, I don't know. This is hard. It's not like a huge choice, but I'm going to pretend I know when I should sleep. Have a good one. Alright, Maro, thank you for stopping by, man. I do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone else for stopping by, too. Yeah, I think I'll leave. I'll leave this. This is okay. I tell you, though, I don't think I want this ginger. I don't think I'm going to be able to make good use of it, but we will see. It'll do a little something for me. This is fine for now. Let's take the fight. Let's use the bubble. Get some energy real fast. I think we determined they do that wacky poison thing, so it's not that big a deal, so I'm just gonna... By the way, I didn't get Dragonfly this turn, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Oh, no! No! I've been tricked! I've been tricked! It's a different curse entirely! And it's fat, too! It's two tiles instead of one. Adds 1 spike to all enemies every turn, or adds 10 spikes if I destroy it. I'm just gonna take the damage and be very sad. Why you do this to me? Yeah, skip curse indeed. Oh, wait a minute. From Spicy Gingers, this item gets +1 damage. What? Adjacent or diagonal consumable. Is the whetstone considered a consumable? That's an accessory. For each adjacent. No, that's just describing what would happen. Just take it and stop attacking. You're the Spike King. Well, I mean, I already have enough armor that I might as well attack, you know? Okay, here we go. This is the one I wanted. Oh, right. Damage from curses bypasses your armor, which is something you may not have known. So, armor is not like the be-all, end-all of I'm fucking invincible, you know, like the dude from Metal Gear, sadly. I'm fucking invincible. Oh yeah, this has to go up now. So sadly I am losing an armor from that. Could have been planned better perhaps. Keys. Take this away. Got space for your other helm or not? What other helm? What are you talking about? Oh, you're saying I should have done that. Yeah, you're right. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna have to fill out my inventory eventually anyway. I don't have a choice about that, so it's a minor optimization. It matters, but not that much. Okay, let's finish. How much money do I have? 17. I can increase my max HP again. I think I'll just go ahead and do that. Up to 50. Not bad. Nah. No, I'm not trading HP for potions. Bye-bye. What's up, buddy? Trade a rare item for a curse. Curses can be very, very bad, so I'm not doing that. That is to say, there are some curses that are very big and just sit in your inventory forever, and there's no way to get rid of them except by means of a healer or certain items. And we're doing pretty well this run, so let's not bamboozle ourselves. Let's kill 2 badgers. It's the kind of enemy that I want to see. Didn't I have more armor before? What went wrong? I'm confused. I could have sworn I had like 33 per turn or something. 17 plus 13 is 30. this is okay. I can just kind of tank these guys forever. Helm? I didn't lose a helm, did I? All it did was move up one space. That should have been one block lost. Did I throw away a helm? Am I so sleepy that I did that? Oh, I know what it is. It's the gauntlet. It's because the gauntlet fell down, and now it only has 3 spaces to the left, and not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like a lot. Once I open these up again, that problem will be gone. Let's see, 19 plus 14. This is getting kind of spooky. What is that, 20, 30, 33? Is that 33? 20, 20, 33, yeah, I can... 3 to the left, 3 to the right. It's a left gauntlet, so it's space to the right. Okay. I can just, there we go. Ooh, that's a very interesting armor. Adjacent helmets get +1 block, adjacent footwears get -1 block, adds 2 block each turn, but check this out, adds 2 haste to self. This is some real sexy business. Probably gonna throw away that guy. And you'll see. No, my other left. Hey Peebs, what's up, man? Yeah, so this is just gonna reduce the footwear armor anyway. I mean, it would still give me 3. But, okay, so let me tell you what haste is. Haste is the block buff, basically. Yeah, haste is dex. So every time I get block, I will get 2 more block per turn. Now haste, with helmets underneath now. No, because if I do that, let me show you what happens. The spikes get set to 0, so I still want to have spikes. These have to be at the top. If they're not at the top, they lose their spikes. They're only losing their block from being in this configuration with so many of them, but they lose their spikes if they go down there, and then they become completely worthless to me. Cursed Whetstone creates a curse, but gives adjacent weapons plus 125% damage this combat. I won't say that this is worthless, but it's worthless to me. Take away that armor. Take the meal. I think this is good. Sell legendary. I could, but there's no shop. I mean, there are shops, but I'd have to clear things out of the way. If I could do... Well, I can't take more items, and I really want to have this regen potion, so we're going to do it like this. I mean, I technically could, like, throw away the meal and put this here, but... Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I don't really want to do that. Money is not that important in this game. I mean, it's good to have, but I'd rather have, like, safe, really good fights, and I want to see how this works out. Let me think about this. +1 block per... Well, this is about as good as it's gonna get. I mean, I don't think I can get more than... It doesn't affect diagonals. So for helmets... Yeah, there's no real way that I could get more than 3 helmets at any given time. I'm lucky that I'm getting 3 even, because if I had this thing open, that wouldn't be happening. So we'll see how this works out. I think this is going to be good. I'm really fooling with my build here though, because I'm losing damage from the breastplate and like a lot of armor on turn 1. So I may have to rethink some things if this goes poorly. Let's open up the shop. Okay, so only 10 armor, right? I don't want to use my consumable. Well, I do want to use my regen potion, but I don't want to use... I want to see if I can survive without consumables, so let's just do that. So we're getting 9 block instead of 7 because of our haste. 24... actually, 20, 29, 30, 33 damage. Okay, so if I just block 3 times, we're blocking everything, so that's cool. I'll go ahead and use the regen potion. I should just be able to spike my way out of this. And I am scaling as quickly as they are now. Maybe even faster. 16 plus 13 is 29. I am doing way more than that, so I'll just use my whetstone instead of blocking again. And my haste just kind of keeps going up. 47. I mean, my block is going to get completely out of control. And I didn't really want to attack these guys anyway, because I wanted to give my regen time to do its magic, you know. There we go, baby. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, hello. I know that item. Adds great luck. I'll take that. Okay. Okay, we're doing okay. I can think of what relic I actually want to have. It's not the one that I have, but I can think of what I want. Maybe we'll get it from the boss, and I'll be able to show you guys something cool. Regenerative Whetstone. Adjacent weapons get +1 healing to self this combat. That's cool. Cursed Blade. You can do some cool stuff with the Cursed Blade. The more curses you have, the more damage it does. So you kind of fill up with those not-so-bad honey curses and just do a bunch of damage every turn. Small key. We don't need that. Dark Headband is cool if you're using wands, which we are not. We can make herbs with the log. They don't really do anything. We can pay money for drinks from the keg. It's very big and very heavy, so we're not going to be buying it. I think I'm going to leave all this stuff, unfortunately. As cool as some of it might be. Let's just see if we can kill 2 bats. You know, I don't want to be poisoned. I'm going to eat both of these. We're going to have like 11 damage from all this crap, so let's just... I cannot kill all these, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do. In fact, I screwed up. I should have blocked more, so I'm taking even more damage than I needed to. Let's drink the luck. I should have blocked twice. That's okay. We took 10 damage. It's not the best, but we'll make it work. 23, huh? 10 damage to all enemies. 30 damage. That's unfortunate. 30 damage. Right? 10 to all enemies. The dragonfly actually did something again. That's interesting. I can kill this guy in the back, but unfortunately this one's just not gonna die. There's nothing I can do to make that happen. Probably should have whetstoned, yeah. I think that probably would have been optimal. Now I get to take like 9 damage from the poison. So I screwed up there. Spiked scale. Adjacent shields get +1 spikes to self. We could put that there. And we certainly could put this here and get more spikes. Oh, hello. Hey, I was just talking about this. That's a good item. It's not going to do a ton for me, but it's good. It just permanently increases my damage on the halberd by a little bit. But I think it only applies to base damage, so it is not as good as you might think. Oh, God. I think I want the seasoning. This is getting stupid. Yeah, let's... Ah, fuck. Fuck, can't take more items. Do I care about the spike scale? +1 spikes to self. No, I want... Believe it or not, I want the seasoning more. Because if I can get this, then I can just throw consumables here and I can finally have like a semi-renewable way to heal myself. Any consumable I get, you know? Because it gives me 10 HP if I use it, but adjacent and diagonal consumables gain +5 healing, so from now on, you know. I'm going to continue to be greedy. Take max HP, even though I probably should heal myself. Just drop the money. Hell no, I need money to increase my max HP, brother. Okay, I'm going to fight the 2 badges and not the 2 bats. The fact that you can see the enemies in advance is a level of strategy. Allows for a level of strategy, which is good. Let's see. 15 plus 11 is 26. This is good enough. Let's go ahead and use the whetstone. Hell yeah. 11 plus 15 is 26 again, so we can attack or we can whetstone. I think I will whetstone, even though I would... Oh god, I would technically be getting dragonfly damage this turn. Oh well. I shouldn't take any damage this combat. Because this, my haste is really adding up. I also think something might be giving me more armor every turn. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, so it's kind of insane. Haste applies to every single one of these things that's giving me armor every turn. So as you can see, that adds up very quickly. 29, 30, 31. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just start doing damage, I think. Okay. I think I will choose to open these up, and not that. Every one of those useless helmets, yes, is suddenly useful. Okay, this guy adds 10 HP. So here's what becomes pretty sick. This thing adds 10 HP. JK, it actually adds 15. And it's giving damage to my halberd. Yeah, doesn't he? The wing armor is really very, 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 very good. Possibly one of the best items in the game. Certainly among the best for blocking anyway. I don't care about the metallic wand. I don't care about any of this. I probably should have taken some to sell, but whatever. Okay, so if I use this cleansing potion, unfortunately... Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, it'll give me the 5 HP from the seasoning. But, it would remove my status effects, which would take away my haste and my thorns, so maybe we shouldn't do that. I am going to go ahead and use my warm drink and heal up a bit. Then we're going to think about this. We can do 9, 18, 27, less than I would like. I can block, which I have to do. Are you dragonflied? Yeah, you are. Even so, it probably is smarter to go ahead and use the whetstone, unfortunately. I could use the cleansing potion to get poison off myself at some point in this fight. Yeah, I think whetstone makes more sense, because this is going to apply to the cup too, which costs 0 energy to use. Look. I'm going to whetstone 2 more times, and then we're going to be done whetstoning. Okay. So now the projectile does 15 damage, which is cool. Let's see. Can I even... Oh, I should have probably done the one in the back. He had less armor. This blows. I think I have to block. Let's see. 40 spikes. I mean, I can certainly swing one more time, but... It actually really sucks because I want to... Well, no, I can finish them this turn. This is fine. I just block. I take a little bit of damage, though. Because if I attack one more time, my spikes will clear them out. But I'll take a little bit of damage. Let's see how much more damage. I'm only taking 3 damage versus the 9 I would take from the poison. It'd be nice if I could suck down this potion and clear my poison, but not my spikes, but that sadly is not the way that works. So it looks like probably the best thing to do is to swing. Oh my god, another liquid luck? I won't complain. Weapons that are 2 spaces away get 4 damage. I will take that. Warm drink again. Yes, please. I almost want to take the bandages. Adds 3 HP every time combat ends. I think... Wait, can I... Can't take it. I already took 3 items. I mean, I could take it with a warm drink. We've got the problem of the... You know, the golden goose or just some gold, so to speak. But with the seasoning, we kind of already have the golden goose, and this is only 3 HP per combat, so I think we're gonna stick with the warm drink probably. Yeah, this is good. I need HP like now, you know. This is my forge. Hey, yo, what up, Badger? We can add damage to our halberd permanently, or we can add 2 points of poison, or we can add rage. I think the rage happens like every turn. I think it's probably better if I just add the straight damage. If I had to guess for this particular thing, because we're not like stacking energy or anything, so the rage doesn't really make sense. The poison might make sense because it lets us cut through. It lets us cut through armor. I think we probably just want damage though. And you can do that as many times as you want for as many badgers as you happen to meet. So you want to meet as many badgers as possible. Yeah, we're not doing curses today. We are still not doing curses. We have scaling in the whetstone. Better burst damage seems like the play. Yes, I agree entirely. Okay, shop time. Okay, there's another lucky ring. I'm doing well enough that I don't know if I even want to bother with it. I usually try to make as much space for lucky rings as possible, but I don't know. I probably will get rid of the key. I can sell that at least for like 1 gold. Steel boots is cool. +1 damage. For weapons. Gives half a block for each thing above it. I don't think it's worth it. I could get rid of the left gauntlet probably at this point. I'm gonna buy the cave fish, weirdly enough. I don't think I'm gonna take the lucky ring. We're doing fine. I'd rather just win the game, to be honest. I mean, if I was gonna try to like loop this, there is an infinite mode in this, then maybe I would get that and just like throw away the gauntlet, but you know what? No, I don't need this cleansing potion. I'll take the lucky ring. You want to try to have as many of those as possible, I assume. I still don't know if they stack, if the luck that they give you stays forever or not, or if it's just for that fight. Okay, here we go. We are fighting the Badger boss. He sleeps the first turn. Will not take any action. Let's heal up, baby. Drink the warm drink. I'll go ahead and use the cave fish, why not? I wish I had had the foresight to put the empty cup over here because I can't scale it with the whetstone anymore. I'm getting +5 from the dragonfly. Let's see, 24... I probably just swing instead of trying to scale. The dragonfly makes this calculus kind of weird. So this means he's going to summon somebody. We did not get dragonfly this turn, so I think I'm going to scale, scale, scale. We did get dragonfly, 35 per. Yeah. Just kill the ad. That's a debuff potion, I don't care. Dragonfly is a flat boost just for this turn, yeah. So, I mean, in the ultra long term, the whetstone definitely wins. God, this damage is getting insane. I'm scaling both in offense and defense. It's pretty sick. I mean, this is like a strong build. Oh, shit! Oh, shit, you guys! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! I found the exact item that I wanted. This is about to get stupid. All shields get this effect applied. On use, adjacent weapons get used. Well, actually, is this... Adjacent weapons get -1 damage this combat. I could just take the windmill and get an extra energy every turn. This is tempting, though. I forgot that it gave -1 damage this combat. It's a really, really sick item. I have never tried to make use of it, but we seem to have fallen into the build that makes good use of it. So we get like big defense on turn 1, you know. And then what I could do is, well, we scale with the whetstone still. But yeah, so like what I could do is like I can get my defense, you know. And then I'm also attacking at the same time. But what you could do is, what I could do is I could like throw another halberd over here and be like swinging with 2 weapons at the same time, you know what I mean? It's really, really strong. And I think I'm going to try to make use of it on account of the fact that I've got the hastinator over here. As much as I'd like to have the windmill, you know. I don't know. By the way, we should probably have the seasoning here so I can get the... Oh wait, no, that's technically that's an accessory, so it doesn't count for the purposes of ginger. Yeah, okay. Okay. I think this is going to be it. Maybe we can find another halberd. It's a common item, so it shouldn't be too hard. It could be any weapon, though. Okay, we found some wands. I'm not really fooling with wands. I mean, creates an ethereal energy, which is something that I think just gives you energy for the rest of combat. Item gets +1 damage. Wand weapon. I don't really want to fool with wands. I don't think it'd be that useful. Okay, so this is fire or burn. Works the exact same ways you would expect it to. We can do 24 damage, which is not really enough. 48, you know, 68, 70, 72, not enough to kill them. We could shield a bunch. 13, 19. I really just need to shield once. I think I'm just gonna... So I attacked first, so I would not have the -1 when I did that, you know. Okay, this is, Wow. Adds 1 weak to self, adds 10 regen. I think I'm gonna throw away, yeah, we're gonna throw away the Ring of Luck, because I don't want to take that damage. And we'll just give them their regen, please enjoy. And then we'll just attack these guys to death. Okay. So chainmail, that's a different body armor. For each adjacent item destroyed, you get +2 block this combat. So if you're doing some kind of wonky consumable build, then maybe you could do something cool with it. The letter is really cool. You can do some really fun stuff with it. It does +6 damage this turn and costs 0 energy to use, and it moves up 1 space. So anything that's next to it gets +6 damage, which is more than the +5 on the Dragonfly. You can really only do it once in the combat, though, unless you reorganize. Whereas the Dragonfly kind of keeps doing stuff for me as long as the path is open. Although I have had builds where I do something like this, and it just like, you get a bunch of damage right off the bat, and you just kill things in the first turn, which is not bad. Nevertheless, for this hand, for this deck, for this backpack, whatever you want to call it, I have a suspicion. That, well, it's more controllable, but I don't have the space to make good use of it. I think in the general case the letter's better, but if I just leave this, the Dragonfly, if fights go on long enough, the Dragonfly's going to be doing stuff for me. Although you're right, I could burst out, you know, once exactly when I need to, and I could open up with whetstones if need be. So, you know, I think you sold me. Yeah, doesn't he? I think you sold me. We'll just throw the Dragonfly away. I mean, you certainly could do both, but the game really starts to it really starts to make you think about your inventory space. You know, that's kind of the whole idea, I guess. You aren't attacking on turn 1 anyway. Well, actually I am if I need to block now that I have the shield spirit. But I see what you mean. Even if I am attacking on turn 1, if that's enough to kill them, then I can do that with the letter, you know. Is this what I want to do? This looks like what I want to do. Oh, the other thing is, with the letter, with the more control, I can like put a consumable here or something if I want to, you know. It's like I could do this and still make use of it on the first turn, whereas the Dragonfly does not give me that option. Not really. Okie dokie. 20 damage to all enemies. 2, 4, 6. 8 if I use the cool drink. I think I can... Hold on, let me... 18 damage. What? What? What has happened? Oh, 26. Okay, it just hadn't updated yet. Okay, I was like, what the hell's going on? All right, 86, 92. Yeah, it's enough to kill these guys. Yeah. So as you can see, the letter's very good in conjunction with having an extra energy. Probably throw away this cup and give myself the HP. There's a lucky ring here, but I'm not sure how much I care. Is there a locked door here? There is. I should probably keep the key. Yeah, as greedy as I am... Nope, I'm too greedy. I'll put this here. Okay. Okay, let's go up here so we can open this door and get rid of this key. Okay, what are we looking at here? 25, 75. It's still not enough. I probably shouldn't have done that, but this doesn't give energy, does it? Piss. That's okay. We'll just do this. It's fine. That's okay. Look at all that armor. It's crazy. Okay, so unfortunately we gotta move these up now. Something I could do if I wanted to at this point is, boom. Now I have 2 spaces to put the letter up. Yeah. Yes, I sure do. Okay. That's regen. Anything else I want? Probably not the disgusting food. Although, disgusting food with seasoning becomes not so disgusting, and then it just becomes a way to gain 2 energy and not lose the 5 HP, so maybe I'll do that. And I can put this here, because I can just... Oh, no, I can't. What? Wait, what does that do? -3 for adjacent enemy with adjacent weapon, which is fine, because I can just slam this knife 3 times and break it. So that's free. Okay. Okay, we unlock the door. Let's keep doing combat. I don't think I can get to 200 experience, but might as well see if we can get that last slot unlocked. Okay, here we go. So I don't want to take a curse, so we're gonna bow. I'm gonna drink the disgusting food, or eat it, I guess. Upgrade that twice. Nice. So lots of energy, lots of buffs. Lots of energy and lots of buffs really leads to some super fun things. This is probably my favorite item in the entire game, but unfortunately it only adds 1 energy if there's no armor or shield present, so you have to build a very offensive build to make use of it, which we don't have. And at this point, you know, if I like really wanted to, I could throw all this crap out, but just take a look at how many items I would have to throw out for this thing to work. It's just not worth it, sadly. Creates a curse. This is a funny item. Creates a curse every time you use it, but it costs no energy to use. It's quite bad. Ancient Tome. Yeah, none of this stuff is very useful. Technically, we could put this here and get like 1 extra damage out of it for now. No reason not to, I suppose. Is there a shop? Yeah, there is a shop. So I'm gonna grab this for the sale, and I'm gonna grab this for the sale as well. I'm gonna proceed to the shop. Hello. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get fat paid here. Another lucky dagger. That'd be cool to have if it was a little easier to use. And we're kind of late in the game to be trying to stack luck anyway. Is there another door? If there's no more doors. I don't want to clunk up my inventory. I'll take the cool drink though. I'll take an energy. Why not? Okay. As usual, I would like to kill these guys as fast as possible. So here's kind of a combo that we have going on here. I can slam the letter twice, and I'm getting a little bit of extra power out of the hatchet. It's not a lot, but it's something. But I don't need it, obviously. Oh, I've had this mana stone in my inventory this whole time. I'm just gonna get that out. That was goofy. Also, I screwed up. I was taking 3 less damage because the cup counts as a weapon. Whoops. Should always remember to throw that before attacking with the halberd. Oh, that's sick. Wow. Adds 6 regen, adds great luck. That's cool. Okay, seems legit. Man, I swear this chat is really going crazy. Like every 2 seconds it's saying I'm reconnecting. I've never seen that before. Strange. Test B+. Swap the angler with those rightmost cups for seasoning. I could, but I'm just going to use this as soon as my next combat starts and I have full HP, so I just want the great luck that it gives. I agree with you, though. Take this fight. How big is the keg? It is 4 tiles, and I agree with you that I could do some funny things with that, with the seasoning plus the spicy ginger. There is, but it costs 3 gold to use it, and if I really want to sustain that, I probably need an item like the piggy bank, which gives you extra gold every time you kill an enemy. Or every time you win combat, I don't remember which. Yeah, it's very fat. It's a very fat item. Oh, that's a sick item. Adds 1 energy, but only if it is got empty space all around it. I might make space for that. Thread is cool. Adds 1 block to adjacent armors and diagonal armors, although I don't really need that. I feel like we get rid of the hatchet. Maybe get rid of the lucky ring. I maybe even get rid of the gauntlet and just throw this thing here and just throw this here. Having extra energy is just like, it's really good. And like, honestly, if the gauntlet is... Man, if the gauntlet is screwing me by not being there, I can just use that extra energy for a block, you know? Is this what I want to do? I don't know. Empty cup. I mean, I could get rid of the empty cup and that could be like a space for a lucky ring, but this has to be like totally empty, so it's kind of got to be in a corner somewhere. I guess that I could... Let me think about this. I could do this and get to... Like, I could... This kind of thing. Something like this. And I could do it like this, and I could get my energy out of it that way. I'm not really able to use my seasoning halberd combo at that point. I mean, I can, but I'd have to get it out of the way of the letter. I could probably finagle this stuff a little bit more. I just don't want to. I know I'm going to win this game, so I don't need to put that much thought into it. But yeah, I do. I could also put this here, by the way, and just not have one letter. I don't feel the need to do that either, though. I think this is good. This seems legit. To be honest, I don't even want this ginger. It's a very bad item, if you ask me. Just +1 damage. It doesn't scale very well. I mean, this relic compared to the turn economy you get out of the shield spirit, I mean, there's some really good relics and there's some stinkers, but that's kind of par for the course with these kind of games, you know? That's all crap. That's all crap, I think. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Knees weak. Arms heavy. Etc., etc. Dark whetstone. Adds 1 weak to self. Weapons in this row get +1 weak this combat. We don't need that. I mean, that's handy, but we don't need it. My knees are not that weak. My arms are not that heavy. Okay, we got like a ton of energy for the start of our next combat. Based. My house looks like a hat. Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay. What are these games called? I forget. Adjacent weapons gain +1 healing. That could be good. I definitely don't want the Curse of Honey. Diagonal weapons gain +1 vampirism. Plinko, yeah, you're right. Not to be confused with Plinketto. I was going to say Pachinko, but I think that might be something else. I probably want the Gemstone Heart. Vampirism has like a funny effect. From what I understand, it gets applied before regular weapon damage, so if you're fighting something that does a lot of dodging, that like reapplies dodging every time it takes damage, really bad idea to have vampirism on your weapons. I'd rather have +1 healing, which is the same thing, basically, but doesn't do damage, if I was going to take anything at all. So I'm just gonna drop the little buckler. Hello, Limp Turkey Baster. Nice emotes. Oh, what the fuck? Well, no! Well, that's fine. I don't want this thing. Plinko is specifically what the Price is Right called it? Really? Did not know that. Okay, well, no healing thing for me, which frankly I don't think I needed, but that's okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna probably save the disgusting food and throw these two things away, because the disgusting food's gonna give me 2 energy for 1 space, which is really quite nice. I want to save that for the boss. Okay, spaghetti. Oh, I could have given more damage to that cup. Whoops. That's okay. I think I can just completely kill all this stuff on turn 1. Smashing through the game. Oh, this is okay. This is interesting. When a diagonal shield is used, add 1 block. This scales me a little bit. Also, there's liquid luck here. This goes here. Oh my god, I almost want to get rid of the ginger, but just get rid of the luck. It's called a Galton board or a bean machine. Bean machine. Wasn't there a game? Yeah, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Wasn't that like a Tetris clone or something? Solid run is solid. It's not bad. It seems to be going pretty smooth, Limp Turkey Baster. Nothing too scary's happening. I don't really need the luck anymore, so... Puyo Puyo reskin? Alright, these guys sleep for the first turn, then I think they do curses or something. Let's just use the luck. Boom, boom. I should be able to just kind of crush these dudes, so... That extra energy is just sick. I don't get my letter damage this turn. Let's see, 18 times 4, is that at least 72 damage? 18 times 4, 48, 56, 70, 60, 60, yeah, that's enough. It's literally exactly enough. Wouldn't I have looked foolish if it hadn't been? Okay, we're gonna put the water flask here and just suck the whole thing down at the start of next combat. This is another one of those item producers. This one doesn't cost money like the keg does. It can just be used once each combat. Costs 1 energy. Fills up 4 spaces like the big fat item that it is. It gets refreshed and can be used again this combat if an item in the column is destroyed. It creates a potion in the row though, so if you stack things in kind of a funny way, or maybe you have 2 of these, you can like recharge them infinitely, but not quite infinitely because it costs energy to do it. I have a suspicion that there might be an infinite combo somewhere lurking in the game with this, or maybe there will be at some point. But I don't think it's quite here yet. I'm not sure. What does it cost to use Reorganize? Yeah, I have had runs where reorganizing and getting the letter to go back down has made sense. It costs 3 energy to reorganize, so basically you lose a turn unless you have a whole lot of extra energy. Anyway, I don't think we're going to be using Mr. Cauldron today as neat as that might be. Hey, it's the Blade Master. He is one of the bosses, I believe, for Zone 2. He's fun because he adds 7 spikes every... I'm not sure if that's every... I guess it says every combat, so maybe he doesn't do that every turn. That's costly. Yes, it is. It is costly. Well, he has 7 spikes right now. Let's just gulp, 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 gulp. Okay, so he goes into my armor, right? So we're gonna shield and get attack from that, but we're also reducing the power of our halberd. So I'm just gonna keep kind of alternating, killing the bee very easily. Okay, it's probably best if I just shield now. Ah, I didn't think about it enough. Alright, that's okay. I will pay for my sins by eating the disgusting food. I wasn't thinking about how much damage that would be doing to my armor at the same time. That's okay. Boom! We now have a full backpack. We win the game. Just kidding. That's not how you win the game. This is a funny weapon. I have not managed to make this work. I'm sure it's possible to do something cool with it. If you get it early enough, you can just kind of increase the damage forever. But the scaling is not great, and you'll note that it costs 2 energy to use, so maybe not. Poison. I'll probably put the poison up here. Oh, I need to do that. Yeah, this'll... Yeah, it's Ritual Dagger. Ritual Dagger minus. I've had some fun runs with Ritual Dagger, I think. It's pretty hard to make use of in Slay the Spire 2, though. Seems straight up bad. I don't know. Oh shit, I fucked up. You guys, I messed up. I didn't reset my letter. Oh no. The knife spell in Monster Train. Dude, spells in general are just hard to make use of in Monster Train. Alright, I think I'm gonna... Ritual Dagger was insanely good. Maybe I just suck. Alright, I just whetstoned 4 times. Were you waiting for that, Gridgem? Okay, the problem is that these guys do curses, and I don't remember what those curses do. 32 times 4... Okay, I can kill them in 2 turns, so it probably makes sense for me to... I'm just gonna have to eat the curse. Sucks. 15 damage, 1 mana spell. Oh, really? Yeah, it's been a while since I've played Slay the Spire. Oh, shit! It happened! This is the curse that I really didn't want. Guess who's sucking down some damage today? This is the big curse. You cannot get rid of it without special antics. We're just going to skip it and take a bunch of damage. But that's okay, because we have our warm drink, which we've sprinkled some... let's just say we put cinnamon in there. Okay, let's remember to put this down. I feel like a mechanic where you reset your inventory at the end of combat would be nice in this game. On the other hand, I like the idea that you can forget. It punishes you for not paying attention, so, you know. Aloe, adds 6 HP, removes 5 poison from self. I have no reason not to take that. Probably goes more like here, though. You know what? We're going to get more power out of the flask than the damaged knife. I'd like to put the damaged knife here, but then I wouldn't get my energy for the first turn, so this'll do, I think. We'll crush the boss. We want kitty cam as proof of life. Hey, Alderain, what's up, man? The kitty is bigger now, but not as much bigger as you might expect. I'm convinced she's like a special breed of cat that doesn't get very big. But she is okay. She is doing just fine. Game would be funnier if there was a maximum number of inventory squares by any shape. I think you could do some cute things with that. Oh man, I don't want to get rid of my anglerfish. It's got, you know, it's got great luck. No, don't do that. Do not buy viewers, followers. Hey, Tony's on the job. Thank you. Based. Okay, against my better judgment. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just get rid of these two things and... There we go. That'll do. Remove the space. Do not remove the space. Archer's Wand, Ethereal Arrow. I wonder what that's like. These wands are kind of funny. I haven't yet managed to make a wand build work very well, but it's definitely possible. I think I'm about to hit the final boss. I don't remember. Ooh, adjacent weapons get +1 poison. Adjacent weapons get -1 damage. The glitched potion, which can spawn in anything. Oh boy. Huh. I don't really need it, but I almost want to. I definitely want to keep my water flask if the final boss is coming up, which I think it is. We should be just fine against him, but we will see. Can spawn in curses. Yeah, I can create any item. It's bad, but it's also good. I mean, you can get really good stuff with it. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna preserve my good final boss fight and just kind of leave it like this. Yeah. We're up against King. I think there are 2 different final bosses now, and this may be the easier one, I'm not sure. This is certainly the first one that was added, I'm pretty sure. So, 25 damage. Every turn he adds regen to himself. Every time he takes damage, he adds spikes and rage. So you can kind of see how that would scale up over time. Okay, let's... So this is kind of interesting, because with my shield spirit, I can shield up, yeah, but then I can also, you know, I'm losing 1 attack damage on this thing, right? But I can just kind of use the whetstone to fix that, which I probably should have done that first. I lost out on some damage there because I did the order of operations wrong there, but that's okay, because I have this build that's just kind of insane, so we will brutally crush the opposition. I have enough defense now that I'm just going to defend against that, so let's just keep scaling. Okay, he's got some buddies here. I think, let's see, what damage do I do? 38. 38, so 2 will kill these guys. Let's just like whetstone, shield. And then I can... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what just happened? Is this a bug? Why did only the first guy... Never mind, I'm dumb. This guy adds dodge every turn. Yeah, that's on me. I was like, why didn't he take damage? The game is bugged, you guys. No, but that's okay, because we have the flask to bail me out of my poor decisions. And we'll just, let's see, 2 spikes. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so he attacks and he summons again this turn. He doesn't do damage to me, so we're just going to keep scaling. Scale, 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 scale. Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember him summoning blue slimes. That might be new. Okay. 59 damage. Funny thing is, if I just do this, boom, 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 I can just kind of attack here and kill that thing in one hit because I have scaled so insanely. I'm scaling in spikes, I'm scaling in armor. This is just a really good build. I know I keep repeating that, but I'm scaling in every way imaginable, and I haven't even had to bust out the letter yet. And honestly, this isn't even as crazy as it could be, because there's nothing stopping us to having a second halberd, or maybe like a one-size shield that is able to hit both halberds, or just some other weapon over here, having the letter hit both of them and just immediately bursting out shitloads of damage on turn 1. It's not bad what I've got going on here. 1, 2, 3. I don't even need to scale this hard actually, but I'm gonna... Oh, right, I screwed up again. Oh, hey! Hey, I finally get to show off one of the cleavers. If I reorganized, I could pick up the King Cleaver that deals 6 damage and uses all adjacent cleavers. Well, we don't have a cleaver build. Adios, Senior King. And there it is. Oh, I have saves from when I was screwing around with this. Yeah, so like, kind of shows you your stats for the game. I haven't really looked over the screen much before. Cool game. Yeah, I like it too, and I like the fact that we're only like a little bit into the development. Like, if they really stick to it, and like I said, I mean, look, I hate the furry aesthetic to this game, but everything else about it I think is pretty well done. And the thing is that, what did I say at the beginning? I said that it's clear that the developers give a shit, which is the #1 thing I look for in a game, because a lot of these indie games, there's always a lot missing, or not always, but there's usually a lot missing. Somebody kind of grabbed onto one little thing they wanted to build and left out the rest, and I don't see any of that here. It seems like whoever was working on it gave a damn. So I don't think that they will take the Kickstarter money and run, because they've already got a pretty good minimum viability product, and they're still updating it. I don't know. I think it'll go in good directions. I mean, we'll see. But I can definitely just right now, just kind of playing through it once or twice, I can see a lot of cool things that could be added to it. Like, it's a really fun concept that that you can organize just a lot of mechanics around. And it's just, I even hesitate to call it bare bones as it is, because they've obviously already put a lot of work into it. I mean, there's already a lot of fun things that you can do, but I'm looking forward to seeing what all can be added in the future. Also, this is a new relic, I think. All wands that get this effect applied. Item gets disabled. Adds 2 mana to connected mana stones. Oh no, I've seen that before. Item gets disabled. Gets +6 damage. Sandwich, 200% healing. I wonder, does that... Boo! Wait, no, not boo. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it does get affected by the seasoning. Huh. So instead of 5 healing, it actually triples the healing, so it does 15. That's kind of cool. I have yet to build a consumable focused build, but I mean, I could at some point. By the way, this Guardian ring is not that good. We'll get rid of that. So here's the thing. If I wanted to, we could, like, go right back to the map. The sandwich is good. I just... okay, I'll show you. If I, like, go here... Oh, I found the golden cheese, blah, 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 blah. Do I want to start a new game or continue in endless mode? You continue forward, things are about to get pretty hard. So we skip the tutorial, and then we just, like, go into the game again. And if you do this, like, this looks like it's scaled quite a bit from when we first saw them. Like, this guy, I think, had 40 HP at the beginning. But once you get to, like, zones 2 and zones 3, things start having, like, 500 HP, and they start doing a lot more damage as well to compensate. So, I'm not really sure how consumables really come into play. Like, okay, you can heal yourself, but you're dying in 1 or 2 turns anyway, so I'm sure there's something I'm missing here. But I do have to wonder if maybe... I don't know, I haven't watched too many other people play this game, so I'm sure there's something I'm missing. The game expects you to break it. If you want to do endless mode, yeah, which is something I always really, really, really like in games. Games that encourage you to try to break them really, really, really are interesting to me. Something, actually, that I found out... it's probably not a good endless tool. No, I bet it's great for if you find it, like, early in a run, though. But anyway, no, something interesting, and I'm going to be watching this closely. My friend Wesley, he told me that he was, I guess, one of the first people... I don't know if he was one of the first people, but he was one of the people who discovered the pretty obvious idea of getting the cursed sword and then, like, letting these little bee guys give you a bunch of cursed honeys, which don't do a whole lot of bad things to you. And then just, like, immediately getting this weapon that does insane damage. And I guess that a lot of people figured out how to do that. But the dev, curiously, even when he implemented that, didn't really think of the idea that people would do it. So here's how we're going to find out if he's an asshole or not. And I don't think he is, because he hasn't done it yet. If he removes that, then he's an asshole. Because that's what the DCSS devs are always doing. They're always taking really interesting, fun, emergent gameplay and saying, oh man, the player figured out something interesting that I didn't intend. Well, fuck you. And then they take it out, you know, because they didn't intend it, therefore you can't, you know, they're like the little stormtrooper guy, you know, not stormtrooper, you know, the Warhammer 40k Space Marine guy planting the flag or the sign that says no fun allowed. When devs do that, I think it's a big mistake. I mean, it's fair to balance something if it was not intended and it's really seriously breaking the game, but I don't think that really breaks the game, because you have to fill up your inventory with a bunch of crap, you know. So just being able to do a lot of damage in one hit is not gonna. I mean, I could definitely see nerfing it a little bit, or changing it slightly, but you said this was on a browser. Is this free? Yeah, if you Google Backpack Hero, it'll come right out. You can play right now if you want to. There is a Steam version coming. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but I mean, I'm telling you, these people made like $200,000 so far on the Kickstarter, which I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm just saying that's a lot of money. I mean, I will say, like I was saying, like, this game it's minimum viability product. It's actually well beyond minimum viability product, if you ask me, and it's clear that they cared about every little aspect of it. So I don't begrudge them at all for the 200K. I'm just curious how far that's gonna go, because that is maybe it's that inflation, man. People have more money than they know what to do with. Highest Kickstarter over this year was literally a novelist. Fuck me, should I start doing a Kickstarter for my stupid books? I've got my 3rd book coming out. Oh my god, you guys want to help me make a trailer for my 3rd book? I'm working on it. We're up to like 90,000 words or thereabouts. I'm very close to being done. See, my problem with my books is that when I wrote the first one, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just kind of got some of the worst aspects of Tolkien-esque writing in it, which is to say it's very wordy. There's not as much dialogue as there should be, and there's just a lot of exposition in it that if I had it to do over again, I would just change it a bit. It's not to say I'm not proud of what I did with the first one. I just think that the second one is better. I think I learned from some of the mistakes in the first one, and I think what I'm probably going to do once I publish this third book is world building. I mean, that's the thing, is world building is possible without like slamming your reader over the head with a cudgel for 40 pages. And if you're going to do that, you need to do that maybe after hooking them, and not just hey, let me tell you about this thing that I obsessed over and invented in my head. Like I went into a coma and dreamed this world up. It's so cool. Would you like to read about it for 40 pages? I mean, it's not quite that bad, but I made a few errors, I think, when I wrote the first book, and I think the second one's better, and I think the third one's going to be even better still. But what I think I'm going to do at some point, I'm not sure if it's going to be before or after I publish the third book. I think I'm going to do like a revised and expanded edition of the first book, and I'm gonna do a little bit of changes, change a few things with that, and bring it a little more in line with the, with the standard of what I think I started setting in the future one. So, if you do have an interest in reading, roguecrypto.com, or you can get it on Amazon. It's Chateau Cascade as the first book. The Leyline War is the series. And actually, hey, look what I can do here. I can just pop this guy up. There we go. And we can bring our, why not? Let's bring our little boomers back. Why not? My buddy's there. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys very much for coming by the stream. Very, very cool of you guys. It's like I said, I know I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I've earned the loyalty lately, but nevertheless, it seems like I have some of it. So no, it feels good, and I do appreciate it. Thanks for everybody who subbed. Thanks for everybody who came by, lurkers as well. Just thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Showcase of Backpack Hero. Till next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.